125th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now,
Yeah.
Black Ink Radio.
Yeah. You guys already know what it is. Every Tuesday, your girl, Coley Cole in the building. Film TV powered by Black Ink Radio with my co-host,
the one and only J. Brown, baby. What's happening today?
Jay Breezy in the building. Shout out to Rich Mo in the building.
Rich Mo. Period.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's go ahead and kind of update on what's going on with the war, because I know you guys have been keeping up. Most of you guys probably haven't, but I'm about to update you right now. Me and Jada about to update you right now. So, have you seen what they're doing to the Russian citizens that are literally trying to protest the war?
Tell me about that.
Oh, baby, they getting beat in the streets. Literally. Like, they have paddles, and they're the people that
paddles.
They have paddles, batons, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They have those like long
sticks.
The batons. Okay, the long batons or whatever.
Not a paddle, girl.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And the police are going around to protesters in the streets, and they are physically beating all the protesters. Like, kind of reminds me a little bit of what they did in New York for George Floyd as well. But hey, who am I to speak on that?
Wow.
In the Ukraine, it was just updated that some of the Russian soldiers, there was like a family, or not a family, but like a mother and her 2 children, and this was on the New York Post as well. And you guys can also go check it out shout out to Sean King, because I love him. I follow his page. You know, it was on his post. It was a mother, her 2 children. They had luggage in their hand, as well as a gentleman that was behind them. Russian soldiers literally came up and just blasted all of them. New York, the journalists with the New York Times, they were pretty much like, obviously they moved out of the way, but still went and got out. They still were able to get the footage of that, and it was like horrific. I mean, right now, I mean, shit's just getting bad. Like, I can already feel like the war is already started, and we're heavily about to get involved. You guys already know that. Everybody from Amazon, Microsoft, Bank of America, McDonald's, who
they got
else?
a whole hashtag going on for McDonald's right now, saying boycott McDonald's if they don't pull out of the if they don't pull out of the war. You know what I'm saying, as far as having restaurants operating during the time.
Yeah, and we've shut down all. I mean, pretty much. We're talking about, like, if you want to hit Russia where it hurts the most, you hit them in their fucking pockets, and that's pretty much where we're at with it right now. So we're gonna continue on kind of just monitoring and see how things play out, except for Brittany Griner, my girl Brittany Griner. I gotta just say this. Girl, what the fuck was you thinking? Like, you gotta be fucking stupid as bitch. Why would you go? And I'm not even supposed to be saying it. No, fuck that.
No,
bitch,
girl.
Why would you go to motherfucking Russia, right?
Right now, with some contraband,
because they said that you had some vape cartridges, but
she was like, fuck that. I'm over here with all this stuff going on. I need to get high.
But then I hear other speculations that it was actually hash residue. So for those of you guys that don't know what hash is, it's marijuana. And in a time like this, because honestly, I think that she's gonna be the reason that we end up going to war, because we have to save her black ass.
Period.
Shit, bitch. Look, listen.
Period.
I mean, facts.
Well, I don't think Biden is the type of president that gives a fuck about who's sitting over there from America, and I most definitely don't think he gives a fuck if you're a nigger. So she might just be sitting down on that call.
Negro, please. Negro. Okay.
I'm talking about in Biden's terms, it would be a nigger.
Oh. Thoughts and commentary coming out of J-Dot's mouth is not supported by Film and Black Ink Radio.
Period.
Little side commentary. Parental advisory.
Yes, we need the parental advisory.
Yes.
But basically, it doesn't fucking make sense. Like, why would you put yourself in that predicament? Why would you take that shit to another country in the first place? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
And you're an athlete. That doesn't even fucking make sense. Like, why
Yeah.
would you do that? Why would you do that? So now,
Well, she
it's
probably
like,
thought it was better than just carrying around actual weed.
child, please. Because look, listen. Not only, like, did you not see what already happened with Sha'Carri Richardson, the track runner?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you think that doing, like, I understand it's just marijuana, but at the same time, like, come on, y'all. Like, come on.
I mean, but a lot of the places that they probably come to prior from that probably is legal, or at least not really strict on their policy.
It's
so
not, you're an athlete. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have do that shit in the privacy and the comfort of your own home. Don't do that shit in another country, especially Russia, you dumb bitch. Russia. Now, see, you just brought that shit on yourself because now you fucking crying and hollering. And they said that the photos that they have of her was actually supposed to be from a couple days ago when she's actually been locked up physically for 3 weeks now, at least.
Oh wow.
Yes, she's been
3 weeks.
She's been imprisoned in Russia.
Imagine
for
how
3
they're
weeks.
feeding her and treating her.
I mean, right now they about to make a whole ass example out of homegirl because.
Oh yeah, Biden, you better step up. Now this is the cause that we do stand behind. Now if you want to prove to the black community that you fuck with them, then you need to be making a goddamn whole campaign on getting her back, and we need to hear a press conference coming out of your mouth very soon.
Well, I don't
not
know.
gonna do that shit.
I was about to say I don't know about it
Yeah,
necessarily.
he
He might do a press conference just to like make himself look good or whatever.
Yeah, but he ain't going over there for her 'cause that's gonna be a real war. There's no American embassy there. What you talking about, Russia or Ukraine?
I'm talking about Russia.
Oh, we do have an embassy there, right?
I believe so.
I believe so.
If we got an embassy, there should be all right. I mean, she gonna have to do her time. That's not their fault. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but at this time, I mean, a president could be able to go over and get her and bring her back. When they had them boys locked up in China for supposedly stealing, Trump brought them boys back ASAP. Like, shit, we made the issue and he took them right back. It was over.
You gotta look at who you're talking to. You comparing apples and oranges with leadership.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
Because Trump wasn't going for that. Now you got to give it to him. Shit, when that goddamn boy had went over there and stole that goddamn shit.
But did you hear about that dude, that athlete that went over to Russia, and he had his Super Bowl rings, and the dude said, let me try that on, like nigga put it on, and then the dude walked away.
No,
man, there was nothing nobody could do about that. He kept it. Putin, that's his name.
Putin.
Oh well, yeah, you ain't going against Putin.
Putin's a fucking dictator.
Ain't that's not Russia.
That is Russia.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we talking about? You think he gonna go get a black girl when they let a fucking superstar athlete that won a Super Bowl that he had to just let it go? That ain't go. I heard he just put it on and just walked off with his security, and that was it.
Okay, my question is, why would you let him? Why was he black?
Yeah.
Damn, niggas, they goddamn.
But you can't. I mean, what he gonna say? You in Russia and they got mad security around.
I'm gonna say no. Hell no.
He can't try on your ring. Do you know them Super Bowl niggas? They be letting everybody try their rings on. So I ain't think he
really.
He probably ain't think niggas was gonna keep it.
Some shit that was given to me for my hard work and playing.
Man, I didn't have one of them. I had 2 of them on my hands from, my homie Anthony Smith. Shout out to him. But
shout out to Anthony Smith.
Okay, so I mean, maybe they do it out of just showing love.
Yeah, I mean, they want to spread the love. That's what, they try it out.
Because it's a good feeling for the fan to be able to say,
wow.
You ain't listen. I play anything and I earned it. I worked very hard for it. You ain't trying on shit. You can look at it. We can take pictures, but you ain't trying on a damn thing.
But that's the thing. Everybody's different because me, I ain't taking my jewelry off, and honestly, don't touch it unless I let you touch it.
Exactly. Don't touch that and don't touch me.
Don't touch it. Sometimes I'll be like, feel the weight. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's just like, nah, you ain't gonna just walk up and grab my shit.
Yeah, exactly. People don't understand personal space sometimes.
That's
clearly, and that is just too much in the personal space. So, yeah, we gonna keep you guys up to date as far as what's going on right now. Things are getting worse, but like I said, we about to see what's happening, and I know everybody's affected because y'all see. Gas prices have gone up to, I know I put premium in my car. Gas prices have gone up to $5. Like, I feel like at this point, to fill up my tank, I gotta sell some ass at this point.
Period.
Because it's gotten way too fucking expensive. Like, Jesus. It's either that or I'm in the house.
So would you sell some ass or would you actually go to OnlyFans? Which one?
I don't know. I'd probably do an OnlyFans.
A little tack with it, you know what I'm saying?
OnlyFans has drafted Cole to the team. Yeah, front runner.
Oh no, Richmond, what's your OnlyFans? Tell me what's your OnlyFans.
Oh, it's just mine's OnlyFans All Stars.
OnlyFans
you got one for real?
You damn right. I got OnlyFans. What you talking about?
Not period.
Period.
Oh my god.
Period.
Okay. So, you know what? I don't even want to know what the fuck that looked like. Let's just move on.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Oh my god. So, moving on. Oh my god. Rich Bo has a freaking OnlyFans. Okay, so moving on. Let's go ahead and do our weekly recap for the Black Ink crew. So, you guys know that every Monday at 8 p.m. Black Ink New York comes on, and then at 9 p.m. Compton comes on. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the rundown from New York. So, when we left off prior, Caesar was going to do his press conference, kind of discussing the situation with his daughter Cheyenne. and, you know, trying to work things out with her. He's suing her mother currently. Ted didn't show up. Him and Ted kind of got into it. It was like this whole like kind of beef and stuff. Ted didn't answer his phone for a few days. Now Ted answered, he answered his phone because Caesar pulled up on him. He had no choice. They talked about it. Ted was like, hey, I don't think this is the way to go. I can't support that, you know, and that's kind of how things had left off. Also with him meeting with Walter and, you know, deciding that he can't really fuck with Walter at this point right now. He may never be able to fuck with Walter again. And, you know, bam, bam, boom. So last night, that was the quick update. And so that leads into last night's episode. So last night, it kind of started off with my boy Puma. I love Puma and I love Kwame. I think they are an amazing couple. Kwame basically told Puma, like, look, listen, we want to move to Atlanta. Atlanta's where it's at. They live in Jersey right now. They're like, she's like, I loved it when we were down there and stuff. Caesar's on vacation and stuff right now. We need to be looking at places. I'm looking for jobs. This is where we need to be. And Puma's like, you know, well, shit, you know, I've got our businesses and stuff here. You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, you gonna take your business down there. And she says, I'm not even gonna let you have a discussion about it, because bitch, we going to fucking Atlanta. So
okay.
Basically, that's pretty much
what
how
the wifey says goes.
Well, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where we're at with it, and it looks like Kwame's gonna end up getting what she wants, and I'm pretty sure that they're already here in Atlanta. But who knows? I don't know. Do you guys know? Anyways, so so you know, they left off on that, and then one of the most important things that I thought that I actually really loved about the show is Young Bae was. Okay, so Young Bae is of Korean descent. You guys know this. Anybody that keeps up with the show frequently knows that Young Bae is of Korean descent. She was in Atlanta when the women were, I think it was six women and one man were shot at the massage parlor off of Piedmont Avenue.
Okay, I remember that.
Or Piedmont Road, sorry, excuse me. Off Piedmont Road. And last night, on last night's episode and stuff, she was starting to kind of show how she was affected by it deeply. And she orchestrated a No Asian Hate Unity Walk in collab with Black Lives Matter. The Unity Walk was on, I've never been to the bridge myself, but Rich, you might know about the bridge. It's like Freedom Bridge or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, she orchestrated on the I'm going to just call it the Freedom Bridge. And one of the victims' sons came on the show. He's actually of African American and Asian descent. His mom was one of the victims of the shooting and stuff. So he was on the show last night. He was a part of the movement with doing the walk. I mean, it was very powerful. Like, the whole team came together. It was super, super powerful. And I feel like that's something that we are going to express a little bit more on the radio portion of the show. But I think that it was really, really important that, you know, everybody comes together and expresses the love to not have hate. Yeah. We don't want to have any hate. So I love that she orchestrated that and the whole team supported her. And that was a very big thing. She ended up tatting him. She says that he was, you know, just like her son, Nico, who is the cutest little boy ever. So shout out to Young Bae, shout out to Nico, and shout out to Belle as well. That's who, that was the lady's like son that was, you know, who was the victim. Yes. So on top of that, they had a challenge last night. They didn't talk too much about Tati and her legal stuff because I was trying to get an update on Tati and her legalities and everything, but they didn't talk about that last night. What they did do is have a battle. If you guys know, every season they do like a retreat, which always leads to somebody fighting and getting their ass whooped. Beforehand, the last retreat, it was Donna that was blowing up on Tati trying to fight her. So production was kind of like, yo, you need to chill out. This is not what we came here for. Donna's like, let's keep it a buck. Y'all know what y'all doing when we do this and how everything always goes. And so, yeah, that didn't happen this time. Puma had set it up and he's like, you know, let's have some fun. You know, let's build some morale. We always do this with do this every season and stuff like that. We do this like once or twice a year, at least on camera. We don't know what they do off camera. Well, or do we? So they pretty much had a battle of the battle of the sexes, guys versus girls, who can do the best tattoo. And the loser would have to apprentice the winners. Spider and what's Crystal's boyfriend name? Rock. I always mess up Rock. Like I'm sorry, Rock. Like I fuck with you. Like I actually think you're a really, really good guy. Like watching you on TV, but I always mess up your name. My bad, bro. Okay, Spider and Rock actually came together because you guys know that the previous episode they were feuding. And some will say, because I look at all the comments and stuff, some say that Crystal is definitely an instigator when it comes to starting shit, as far as like, if she feels some type of way, Rock automatically gets involved, and that's happened in New York and Atlanta. So, hey, I'm not calling Crystal an instigator or anything like that, but it does kind of appear to be that way on the show. Either way, Rock and Spider were able to come together, show brotherly love last night, and to me, I think that honestly the guys won. Shout out to the guys.
Okay.
Yes.
City boys.
In the episode,
Period.
see, Crystal won the last battle here at Black Ink Atlanta, but she actually sat
Period.
this one out, and so she was talking to Rock during when the girls are working and stuff like that, and Homegirl was getting really frustrated, like, so bitch, you just gonna flirt with your boyfriend and shit like that, and we trying to fucking work, and you sitting here sketching shit for your nigga, and we supposed to be all part of the same team. Well, how does that work? This is the competition, sis. Are you one of them or are you one of us? So, boom. The guys won. In my opinion, the guys definitely won. And you know what I'm saying? Even though they had Young Bae, I didn't really care for the tattoo they did on a young girl with the constellations or whatever. But hey, like I said, shout out to Rock, Spider, the whole gang. Their work was fire, personally. All right, and then finally, well, actually, I don't really think Ted cutting his beard and stuff and feeling like a whole new nigga is like any type of news. So we can just go ahead and cut from the segment right now. They didn't really show too much of C's besides doing the walk, the Unity walk, and like standing with his team and making sure that like everything ran properly and just showing a lot of love and stuff. So that's the weekly update. Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Black Ink Crew and all the cast. And shout out to Black Ink Radio, of course.
Period.
Period.
Yes, that's your girl Cully Cole with the weekly Black Ink Crew wrap up. Okay, meow.
Yeah, shush.
Meow.
Now let's get into the fucking juice.
Yes.
All right, so J-Dot, my boy J-Dot, I'm gonna let you actually start off because I know you got some tea, right, honey?
Ooh.
Scolding hot, you know.
Which version of the tea are we kicking right now?
Okay, start where you want to start.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. I went through and I've listened. A lot of people don't know. If you don't know, DaBaby and NBA YoungBoy has a new mixtape out right now called Better Than You. You know, I've actually went through and listened to some of the tracks this morning. It's actually an okay mixtape. It actually was a cool collaboration that came together that I wasn't expecting. I just want to hope that DaBaby don't get himself too further involved with beef that don't have anything to really do with him.
Listen, who you just said that about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, because the whole OTF and, you know, and Lil Durk got their whole beef going on with NBA YoungBoy right now. You know, he just had the diss track that was just out a few weeks ago, you know, taking aims at a lot of different rappers and stuff. And it seemed as if now he wants to release his new project on the same day as Lil Durk, which is further trying to cause beef.
Some drama.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know why. Like,
you know, how he come home straight out of prison, you know what I'm saying? Straight out of prison and already on the bullshit. Why he doing house arrest at the same time?
Stop.
Like, what the fuck? How you beefing with motherfuckers from your goddamn house?
You can't even go outside.
People can't even get at you. If they cross your boundaries, you gonna be like, oh, goddamn, trespassing or some shit. Like,
you can't even go outside, nigga. You talking
like,
shit.
come on.
Like, what?
Like, come on, yeah, you know, shout out to the new generation for keeping up a bunch of fuck shit they like to entertain.
You can't even get in. Like, what?
You know, but one thing I'm also noticing about this whole NBA YoungBoy thing is that they're tying some of his numbers with Michael Jackson right now. And, you know, streaming has gone so up that it's like literally taking our CDs that we bought out of a store and counting every time we played a song off a record, you know, and putting it in competition with people like Michael Jackson and NBA YoungBoy mentioned in the same sentence.
I don't believe it. I mean,
Rich, what you think about that? Have you?
Okay.
Well, I mean, it ain't the same pay though. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not even about
Michael
pay.
Jackson is a legend.
They shouldn't name them because the amount of streams these niggas got, he got the same amount of records sold. And these streams are, come on, I pay $15 a month and I get unlimited streams.
Yes.
Whereas them hundreds of millions of fucking records that Michael Jackson sold was bought.
Yes.
Every single copy. So no, they should not be mentioning them in the same sentence.
You have to sell, I think, you know, like 1,200. You have to do like 1,200 streams to be considered sold as one CD.
I don't know how that goes.
I think that's the ratio.
All I know is that it cannot be compared. Not to know legend like that.
Yeah. Well, quickly, just real quickly before I forget, shout out to Eminem because Eminem is what that like he got the The RIAA, he's the only artist to do platinum and double platinum. Shout out to him. Over 75.3 billion records sold. Shout out to Eminem.
Well, shout out to Eminem, but that's also due to the new streaming era as well.
Wait.
That's fine. We're not gonna hate on Eminem. No,
we're not gonna hate on Eminem, but he has, because of the new streaming era, and ever since his Super Bowl when he took a knee, it's boosted up his sales. Yes.
Okay. 75.3.
So I mean, but are we going to pick and choose when streaming is good for artists and when it's oversaturated?
75 billion streams is a little different.
I mean,
well, how much?
Either way, that's what that's.
I mean, but at this point, we have to.
Eminem is solidified, but
we have to accept the streams because that's what it is right now.
I would listen to Eminem over NBA any day.
Of course,
any day.
I mean, but that's subjective to the person and to the listener and to the generation that's.
And you also got to realize people are listening to Eminem for a different reason than NBA YoungBoy. He gets a lot of streams because niggas want to hear what he's saying. They want to hear what he said. You know, you listen to this. They're listening to Eminem because they love him. It's different.
I love Eminem. Back to the baby. So the baby also made a comment that he said that what's the name of the record or not the album? Better Than You. He said was going to shit on basically Watch the Throne with Kanye and Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah, he lost his fucking mind. Like,
bitch, what?
The baby and his antics is like.
I'm trying to tell you, baby. Like, the baby. Now, come on now. It's
like it's a decent record, but it's no way on God's level near the throne. Like, it's not on the lyrical level, beat level, talent level. It's just good for what the baby and NBA YoungBoy can conjure up together. Like, literally.
That you ever gonna top Watch the Throne with two legends like Jay-Z and fucking Kanye West. It's not happening, bro.
Never.
Period.
Never.
Period.
The thing about it is, both of them are getting their recognition off of trolling.
Absolutely.
So that's all that is. Yeah. He's just saying whatever sounds crazy. Because at the end of the day now, niggas don't want to hear no positive shit from the baby. Everybody looking for him to say something dumb. And he's just doing that. That's it. Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What the fuck is you talking about?
You feel me?
He said that's the dumbest shit ever. Like,
stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, shout out to Watch the Throne. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the greatest collaborative projects ever.
I still listen to Watch the Throne.
Ever.
Like, the fuck?
Like, for real.
Bruh.
But for them to mention Watch the Throne already let you know that they still watching the throne.
You feel me?
You feel me?
So it sounds like we got some haters. I sound like you a big baby hater right now.
Jay-Z, watch out.
I mean, he is a baby.
Speaking of Kanye.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. Okay, first of all, we already know that Kim is legally single right now from Kanye's antics.
Yeah.
Kanye, what was it? He dropped a video and he basically was depicting Pete Davidson's head decapitated, carrying it around. And I do feel like that was a bit much. But J-Dot and I were kind of discussing this earlier and stuff. And it's like, if you watch the documentary, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the whole thing, so I'm not going to speak on what I don't know. But I will say that I'm seeing, even just from the commentary, what I've been saying all along. His mother played such a huge role in his life.
Yes.
And that man went crazy when she passed. If that's literally all you got, that's the only family that you've had that supported you, you would fucking go crazy too. So looking at it like this is like, yes, he should stop trolling Kim K and Pete Davidson, essentially, but the man just wants his family back. That's it. He just wants his family back. And if you look
going
at
out sleeping with all different
I'm gonna be honest though.
Wait, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Just this last thing. Mm-hmm. You know, they've got 4 kids together, and those kids are his world. His family is his world. That's all he's got. So when he's asking just to see them and stuff, like, that's not too much for him to ask. Go ahead, Rich.
Well, to go off of what you said, because I heard you say you didn't really watch the whole thing. It's like, if you see the last part, they actually show him going kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they actually show his friends trying to get to him to help him because he's having these breakdowns. He's not necessarily breaking down. He thinks differently. Yeah. You feel me? So his logic, you know what I'm saying, is different. But, he really, like you said, he lost the only person that was so supportive of him. Right. His mother knew all his lyrics. His mom, she used to say his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? So
was that all his shows?
Yeah.
You know
so she used to be in the studio.
In person, like.
So she was his mom manager. But you have to understand that he lost something very dear to him.
Exactly.
And look, he still building that house up in every stadium and burning it down. Like,
Yep.
He literally is
Gone to
going through
2.
something mental, and then
Yes.
you lose your family and your kids.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
And Kim gotta look at that. And I mean, to have his kids away from him more than 2 weeks, like
I mean, they don't care. Look what they did to Lamar. They don't give a fuck.
yeah. Yeah, you know, it's real unfortunate because on a humanized level, you know, like you're not able to see your kids for over 2 weeks, and you're out here in the public making it known that you want to go home and see your kids. Even if you don't want to deal with me in a relationship, why can't we orchestrate something where I can at least see my kids?
Right.
You're putting my kids on the internet and letting them do things that you know I wouldn't allow if I was inside of the home.
First of all, like, why are you? First of all, this is the problem today. You're sexualizing children. Stop putting fucking makeup on babies. Like,
Yes,
I don't
Lord,
understand
man.
that. Stop dressing babies like grown ass women. Like, what the hell wrong with y'all? And it's like, Kim, we get it, but baby, you 40, you're 40 years old. Grow the fuck up. Like, I love you and all, but it's just like you doing too much. Your life may not be Chicago's life, may not be Northwest life as they get older. So don't try to perpetrate that on your children.
Period.
Let kids be kids.
Period.
I hate
Yeah.
that. I hate that.
Period.
Kanye West is not wrong whatsoever in trying to see his kids. I don't necessarily agree with the way he's gone about things, but at the same time, I still stand with Ye.
Yes.
Period.
Period. Go home to Ye. Hashtag.
In other news, let's talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown, Breezy baby. You guys know that Chris Brown is facing rape allegations from somebody. We're not gonna name her because I'm not gonna give her that light either.
Period.
But basically she said that, you know, she went over to Chris Brown's place. You know, there was like a party. He basically trapped her in a room. He, you know, got really physical with her. He tried to rape her. Like, not even tried to. He physically raped her. He sexually assaulted her, sodomized her. Just all these terrible things. So obviously, you know that Chris Brown has been facing ridicule in the media for this multiple times. Trey Songz, well, we know what Trey Songz, that's true, but that's a whole nother fucking story, y'all. But he's been facing allegations against this like multiple times. So, you know, you're tarnishing his record. But come to find out today, guess what? He released on the freaking live proof that this girl contacted him, basically said, hey, I see that you don't have me blocked, so I clearly see that you're obviously not mad at me. I hope you're not mad at me. And she's talking to him about, you know, I missed that thing, like all this other shit. Like, and so they put it on, they you know, Chris Brown, he played the recording and stuff like that for everybody, for the world to hear, and basically telling people, keep my fucking name out your mouth because this bitch is lying. If I was so, you feel me, you a whole clown, you a whole ass clown. How can you accuse somebody of rape? How can you physically, blatantly accuse somebody of rape and then tell your accuser that you want some more?
Yeah, that sounds like some dumb shit.
As fuck.
Like-
That sound like the bitch that was dumb enough to try to impregnate herself with Drake's hot sauce condom. You dumb bitch.
And then sue him.
And then turn around and sue him for some shit. Like it. What was the artist that got they house? Drake also got his house broken into, and the girl tried to sue him for that. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all need to stop fucking with these groupies.
Try to break into his house and then sue him.
And then sued him. Sued him.
You bitches
Like,
need some guidance.
y'all bitches need some.
You bitches
no
need some
guidance.
Bitches need some guidance.
And the bitches ain't got no fathers in the
Shout out
house.
to Chris Brown, the song "No Guidance." Y'all really need some.
No guidance.
For real.
Drake and Chris, no guidance.
Because it don't
Come
make
on,
it don't
come
make,
over here. I'll give you some guidance.
Oh Lord. So the
He
shit
can put you
don't-
on his OnlyFans.
I'm a pimp you
Oh
hoes.
God, not put you on the
That's all they want. They
I
want
do
some
not want to
pimping.
think about Rich in this OnlyFans. Lord have mercy. I don't even want to
Yeah,
know the content that's
Don't
on
think
there.
about
You
it.
better not be in no type of bubble bath rubbing
Don't
nothing.
think
'cause
about
Lord have
it.
mercy.
Y'all go follow Rick.
Hey.
I just had
in
me.
his
I just had me
It's-
some
it's a
Chipotle.
chocolate milk bath.
I just had some Chipotle. And I'm trying to
Strawberry
keep my
milk
meal
bath.
down.
Strawberry milk bath, man. What you talking
Ew,
about?
strawberry.
You know what that look like? Against this
I don't
caramel
wanna know
skin.
what that look-
You see this
Anyways,
caramel skin?
so-
That's how I keep it fresh.
So, anyways,
Yeah.
ew, we're not gonna even discuss
Yeah, you
that.
go
I
ahead.
don't want to know about you when you're strawberry
You go
bath.
ahead.
Like, oh, that's just
You go
oh,
ahead.
you're like the So,
Yeah.
so yes, so basically, yeah. So she recorded him, or he played the recording of her leaving the message saying that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have me blocked. Like I said, blah 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 woo. I still want that thing or whatever. You know, wanting to come back for some more. Chris Brown just released a statement further saying like, y'all basically heard the message, so you guys can see that the shit is basically capped. Quit with all the shit. I am going to be filing legal charges, as he should, and basically suing her for defamation of character, as he should, and you know, and I think there's other charges that he's going to press against her, and he should. And I was seeing the commentary. Some people were saying like, well, shit. You know, sometimes a victim that's traumatized by their abuser. You know, they they want to go back. They're so traumatized. But I'm like, girl, this is not like you were growing up with sexual abuse with this man particularly.
Bitch, this is Chris Brown.
It's motherfucking Chris Brown. Not everybody has
Ain't nobody
access
running
to
back to
Child, if he
this.
choking you during sex, you liking it and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sodomy sounds like you was sucking dick.
Yes.
Rape sounds like you was taking dick.
Sodomy sounds like you were sucking me. That's what it sounds like.
Period.
That's what it sounds like.
The issue, and one of the comments that I saw also was that women, and this is why we feel that so many people don't really like this is why we feel like so many women actually go about these allegations, because there's no repercussions for them. If a man did that, his ass would likely be in jail already. And so what they're saying is she needs to face the same sanctions that he was going to face.
Yes.
And do the same time for her crime, because lying about sexual assault and literally knowing from experience, when something like that happens to you, it traumatizes you. That's not something that you lie about, that you fucking play about.
Shout out to Jesse Smollett.
That's how you say his name. He throwing a tree. Fuck the shade.
I'm just saying, his ass had to go to jail. You should too. Shout out to
from the root, baby.
From the rooter to the tutor.
Through all the shade, Rich Mo.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think that she should face. I think she should face criminal charges. I think Chris Brown should press charges to her to the fullest, and she should get the fucking book thrown at her, because rape is no joke. Sexual assault is no joke. Sodomy, just abuse like that is not something that you play with. And if you literally felt that way, if you literally were so violated, you were traumatized, you were all these things, you would not be trying to go back. Because guess what, baby girl? It was time stamped, so we know that it's recent after the allegations. Dumbass bitch. Just fucked it up for yourself.
You just fucked it up.
Defamation of character should just be something that people should just be really taking a learning page from out of Tasha K. You know what I'm saying?
But
leave that shit alone.
And it's bad because there's people out here really getting raped.
Exactly.
So don't play with that. That's not something to fucking play with, man.
And so I'm actually gonna say something about Tasha K. But before I say that, you could have ruined this man's whole career.
Again.
You could have ruined this man's whole career. You could have gotten his children taken away from him.
Period.
Do you understand that? You could have gotten this man's children taken away from him because of your lies and deception and deceit and disgusting behavior. You a nasty bitch. Period. Tasha K, on that note, let's talk about that with Cardi B, because we know that Tasha K got sued by Cardi B. My girl, I love me some Cardi. Shout out to Cardi B. We love you. We love you here at Black Ink, baby. So she won her case, but guess what? Tasha K said, well, bitch, Cardi, it don't matter. I'm still gonna pop my shit.
I ain't got the money.
How you feel about it, because you ain't never gonna get the money from me anyway, so I might as well keep talking. Well, bitch, keep talking, because guess what? You gonna go to jail.
Yes.
I bet you gonna go to jail.
Cardi B is putting out a gag order.
A gag.
A gag order. She's saying no talking, period, from her about any type of case.
Period.
Or anybody. Like, just shut her up. Judge, go to her. Shut her up.
And that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
People need to start literally facing charges and what's the word I'm trying to use, J-Dot? They basically, you need to get in trouble and you need to face like the repercussions of your actions. That's the word I was trying to think of. You need to start facing the repercussions of your action. Lord knows that when I do some shit, I always get fucking caught at this point, it seems like. So shit, if I get caught, bitch, you gotta get caught and you gotta go to jail.
Period.
Yeah, but for real, when you just tearing a person down that much, it's like, why? Jokes like, what is your agenda? Like it goes beyond, just having fun on the radio.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's like, what is your whole motive? Like, you wake up and go to sleep thinking about tearing an artist or a celebrity down. Like, that's not our roles. We just in here having fun. It's a difference between having fun and actually.
We have fun, but we speak our facts.
We speak facts too, but it's a difference between doing that and then just trying to tear a person all the way down.
No, see,
some of the stuff she did against Cardi.
I don't believe in. I'm not trying to tear nobody down, but I do speak the facts. When you do dumb shit, I'm gonna talk about it. That's our job. That's my job as a journalist, is to freaking talk about it. I'm gonna let you know what the fuck going on. You put it out there, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
And basically, both of these bitches are wrong, and I think both of them need to face jail time. Okay, you ain't got the money to pay me back the millions that I sued you for and won my lawsuit. Cool, do the time, baby. I want my money, or I want you in jail. Which one you want to do? Because jail ain't pretty, sweetheart, and neither are you.
Because Tasha K really ain't pretty at all.
She is not cute. She is so beastly.
Yeah.
No beauty. Stop playing.
Not beastly, no beauty.
Beastly, no beauty, bitch.
Beastly, no beauty, yo. You stupid.
Period.
Moving on.
In other news,
have you heard about Snoop Dogg actually winning over Death Row Records?
So I haven't gotten the full tea on that. Go ahead and give us the
so
scoop.
he has acquired Death Row Records and he has been changing it around. You know, he also just received the actual masters to the Chronic. He's been working on receiving the masters. Yeah, he did. You know, which you know, Dr. Dre already owned his own masters, you know, so him acquiring the masters probably wasn't that hard to get him back over to the label. But you know, he's also going after Tupac's masters right now, which is going to be like a big move. So you
think Dr. Dre actually gave those up?
I don't think he gave them up, but I think he gave him a percentage to the label.
He probably gave him the part of his, like what he did.
Yeah.
He wrote most of that shit.
Yeah.
He wrote all them verses.
Yeah, I was just about to say, didn't he write majority of the verses?
Wrote a lot of those verses. Yeah. So majority of it would be Snoop's anyways. Yeah. So I think that's real big right now. I just want to know, would you sign with Death Row Records? He said he's looking for artists. Would you be an artist that was willing to sign up for Death Row Records today?
I would do PR for Death Row. I wouldn't be no artist for Death Row.
Yeah, that's like signing a fucking...
It's ran by Snoop Dogg now, though, so it would be different.
I mean, all we gonna do is just smoke and talk shit.
That's it.
But he said he don't want no gangster affiliation. He doesn't want any artist that comes with backgrounds that have beef with anybody. You know, no claiming sets or gangs and stuff like that. He said he's not looking for any artists like that.
Yeah, he don't want it, but it's called Death Row.
Yeah,
What the hell are you gonna do? The only people that's gonna apply to that is niggas that got backgrounds.
Yeah.
Because the R&B singer that ain't never did nothing ain't gonna want to be on that label. It's gonna be you know, they gonna staple you with the bullshit. Like they gonna think you coming with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Chad Moss, you know what I'm saying, that he's going to release his final album on Death Row Records. I don't know if anybody will be listening, but, you know, I think
Okay.
You know, he was originally actually signed with Death Row, like, in the beginning of his career, which a lot of people don't know.
But he started off when he was like, what, 3?
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, so
Snoop brought him out first.
But, but wasn't he in the video, though? Ain't Nothing But a G-Thing video?
He was in the video.
But he was like a little kid though. Like he was like a little toddler then, wasn't he?
So
no, not that video. No, that ain't him. You talking about the little kid that was about the court? No.
Yeah, okay.
No, he came on. He was a little older with the long braids.
Yeah.
Came on stage.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad, Bow Wow.
Yeah.
I still love you too, Bow Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bow Wow. He's going to release in the last album, you know. So.
I mean, he should. It should be his last album because ain't nobody looking for him. I like him, but ain't nobody looking for him.
Yeah, I mean, but I think if he produce some good music, you know, and at least give like a good single that can kind of take off with a good feature, you know, who knows? Maybe he might win over some hearts today.
Hopefully.
He might win over some hearts. Okay.
He better stay right in that right pocket. Don't come out talking gangster. Don't come
that's
out too
what I'm
soft.
Saying, dog.
He gonna come out talking tough, and that's what he gonna fuck up.
He better put a out of the system type of record. You know,
he got to just talk
about.
All he need to do is talk about what he doing right now. That niggas just want to hear what you got going on. They don't want no fabricated shit. Stop fabricating.
Yeah. No flexing, Bow Wow.
Yeah, don't flex, baby. Well, flex, but flex how you flexing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
flex how you flexing. Ooh, that's the saying for the day. Flex how you flexing.
Right.
Straight up. Yeah.
So.
I'm about to post that.
Flex how you flexing.
Flex how you
all
flexing.
got to post
like
that.
Go ahead and flex it. Just flex how you flexing.
That's gonna be a caption right there. Just like Black is Facts is about to be a caption.
Yes, baby.
So we about to get into a Black is Facts moment right now with J Dot.
Ooh, Black is Facts. Where are we going to start? We're going to actually start off here in Atlanta, Georgia, which a lot of you Grady babies do not know who Henry Grady is.
Ooh.
Yes. So Henry Grady, I actually just received this today. You know, me and Cole sat up all night long just looking up different histories.
We were on the phone until about 5 a.m. this morning.
And learning about Henry Grady here in the South, you know, he's made a lot of controversial statements such as, you know, he would keep the niggas rounded up down here, you know, working for plantations, but inside of a new way. You know, he took the South, the northern motto of putting niggas to work and then bringing them down south and making them franchises and saying that's basically the only way that the nigga would ever survive. You know, to the point where we have a whole college, you know, I mean, we have colleges, we have many things down here, hospitals, everything.
Yeah,
all
definitely the hospital.
Grady.
I see Grady from my window.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And nobody knowing the true history of actually who Henry Grady is. You know, I think it just draws a lot of wanting for knowledge about what we're repping in. You know, these statues and these monuments that are all around the city about him. You know, he stuck on to the whole Confederacy flag for a very long time, up until after he died. You know, so, and like one of the main things that he did was just like just the things that he had to say against black people during this time period of living. I think I don't really understand how something like that could be so whitewashed that it's a non-forgotten history for us that we don't even know.
You know what else we didn't know that J. Dot and I found out last night? What? Did you know that Black and African American are not nationalities? This is why we cannot receive reparations.
Yes.
We were researching this last night, and we were so fucking dumbfounded, like, wow. So if we not Black and we not African American, what are we?
Like that's the truth.
We are lost. That's what we are.
We lost as a fuck, y'all.
I would say,
we ain't even got no goddamn captain for our ship.
Yeah.
That's how lost.
Nobody pushing the ship.
How the hell somebody expect reparations for something that we wasn't even there for? We wasn't even involved with that.
No, we don't even know. We can't even get reparations because we're not even a nationality that's respected in America. So Black and African American isn't even real to them.
And that's
when you fill out a job application, you see what it says.
No, we're furthering the agenda.
It says Black, non-Hispanic.
That's exactly what we were about to get to, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because when you fill out the job application, it doesn't say like
Black.
So it's like, wow.
It just says Black, non-Hispanic.
So basically, like, we don't mean shit.
No, we never did.
No,
we've never meant shit. But it's like, well, shit. It's cool to be Black when y'all want to take and vulture culture our culture. You know what I'm saying?
As they would say, what culture?
Shit. Like
then we have the whole Florida. They're bringing in. They've got a whole new law.
Hold on. Just real quick. I hope y'all really do not believe that Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians invented the fucking French braids because y'all got to be the dumbest.
Who said that?
Honey, it was plastered all over social media. It was in the news when they were talking about Kim wore like some tribal braids. Like,
I remember that.
And they were saying, oh, like Caucasian women started wearing more of the tribal braids, that tribal look and stuff like that because, they were like, oh, the Kardashians are trending. Kim Kardashian is trending. You know what I'm saying? Her and Kylie are wearing the braids and stuff. They got the tribal look. North is wearing the tribal look. So that's something that was invented by the Kardashians. When they stole it from the Egyptians, who guess what or what?
I can't even believe
Black.
that I'm holding.
It don't even matter. I had those braids back in the 90s. What are you talking about?
We've been rocking those braids
for
the longest. But you steal so much from the culture. We were talking about this last night. You steal so much from the culture. You steal everything from the music, the swag, the clothing, the jewelry, the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves. Black people are innovative. We're creative. We've created everything that you basically live day to day with, from the traffic light, to the stop and go traffic light, the refrigerator,
to the internet,
medicine,
to the gifts that
first
we
fucking
use.
video games. The list goes on and on about how great Black is.
Peanut butter.
Shout out to George
the
Washington
microwave.
Carver. You know what I'm saying? It's like we taught you guys how to eat and cool, and so y'all
we taught y'all how to wash our ass.
So you really need to chill the fuck out.
Wasn't Thomas Edison Black?
You said what?
But
Thomas Edison, we created the light, didn't we?
One thing that Grady was famous for saying was that he didn't want the Black people
Betty
to be
Boop was
put
Black.
on the same level as white people because white people were the superior race. Y'all are walking around Atlanta, Georgia, claiming Grady baby with a white man who said that white people are the superior race, and that was some of his most famous words that he said.
Grady baby.
Not realizing that what was her name? That her vial of blood was the only in the world to ever
Henrietta
show,
Lacks.
Yes.
Shout out to Henrietta Lacks.
Henrietta Lacks to ever show immortality, and it's like a vial of her blood goes from anywhere from 400 to like 400,000 or something like that to like $1 million for a vial of her blood. And guess what, baby? That means they try to sell
cancer
melanin.
is cured because of a Black woman's.
That's crazy.
A Black woman's
Look her
cells.
up.
All cancer is cured because of a Black woman's cells.
And that just shows you that they're inferior to us. They are scared of us because we are freaking powerful as hell.
Period.
I'm trying to tell you, I love my Black. My Black is beautiful as hell,
Love
baby.
it.
Even if I'm not Black or African American, or I'm not even on a damn checklist for a job, fuck a goddamn checklist. Because bitch, I'm me and I'm fucking fine. You know what I'm saying?
We create jobs.
We make sure that you still alive.
Shout out to the bitch that said period. You know what I'm saying? I don't work job, bitch. I have a job.
Yes, I don't work jobs, bitch. I am a job. Period. Those are all facts. But yes, you were saying. I just had to mention that little part right there. But you were saying.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. But just when it came about Grady, you know, I think that was a real good history. I think that anybody, you know, now especially for me, when I meet a person in Atlanta, I have family members and stuff like that who was born at Grady who will always claim it. You know, it most definitely gives me some knowledge to be able to teach them because, you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to come across some black people who's not going to care, you know, but at the end of the day, the knowledge is still out there for us to know, you know.
And I think that it's something that we should know because getting into my home state of Florida, we were just about to touch on this controversy, child. So look, listen, the Senate just passed a law in Florida that basically said that you will no longer be able to use the terminology gay.
Whoa. Oh, so we're doing gay first.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So,
oh, you know, I thought we were going to talk about the Stop Woke Act.
No. Yeah. We're going to get that in that. We're going to close that one.
Okay.
So the Senate is basically saying that you cannot use the terminology gay, teach any type of sexuality or anything like that before 3rd grade. I mean, first of all, why are you teaching sexuality and stuff to freaking like children, kindergartners in the first place? Like,
imagine you're the teacher and you're having to talk to a kid about their penis or vagina. Like, I mean, what would you call it? Like their private part. Like that's
I mean,
nasty.
You should learn about sex ed. I think that should be taught so that it reduces, you know, teenage pregnancy, which the rate for that has gone down. But at the same time, you're not being able to discuss like a child being gay when it's like right now, this is like the gayest period of life. I hate to say it like that. It really is because, you know, it was LGBT, then it's LGBTQ, then it's like all these different like
letters that keep added. And now you can have different spirits.
Exactly.
I had a girl the other day. I mean, you know, and there's no picking to anybody. You know what I'm saying? No picking to anybody. But we definitely support the LGBTQ community. But some things are often kind of like catch you off guard. You know, I had a female the other night, you know, she tell me, I think I said, yes, ma'am. She told me don't call her ma'am anymore.
Oh, I'm the same way. Don't call me ma'am.
Okay, but she said I'm a him.
I'm a him. Ooh, baby, I should have listened.
She was a whole real girl, though. Like, it was like she was you, but she was saying, don't call me a girl.
Oh, she was not me. I got a coochie, okay? I was born with a coochie, okay?
Some of them might feel like they was born with dicks inside that was just not inside out.
My dick is a clitoris, bitch. I definitely got all female parts, okay?
You know, like, you know, it's getting really out there to the point where we having to address situations like this, you know, where people can walk around. I mean, it's cool to walk around and feel like you are, but
that's cool. But it's like, if you can't say gay, what the fuck are you supposed to say? Excuse me. What are you supposed to say? Let's keep it politically correct.
Well, just don't call me a homosexual because that is so
offensive. So, being like.
The fuck are you gonna call a gay person? You gonna be like,
I mean, you don't go around saying you're a heterosexual male. People just be like, you're a man. Like, oh, you're
like,
a homosexual.
come on, that's a damn.
What? What? Like, why is this even a conversation in like the middle schools and stuff? Like, it just.
I'm confused too.
It doesn't make sense. Florida, you know, come on, we gotta do better.
3rd grade? That's elementary.
That's elementary school.
Like.
So why are you having conversations with elementary kids?
Yeah.
And on
because
top of
they talking to them about sex already. So what they saying is they trying to limit what they talk to them about.
Oh, honey, no. If they're not just talking to them. A lot of these teachers are predators, and they fucking these kids. Oh shit. Like, there's been multiple allegations recently, honey. I can name multiple stories just off the top of my head about the guy that was just arrested for the 2 middle school girls that he sexually assaulted.
Oh my God.
Yeah, another teacher, a 15-year-old girl. They had sex off campus, but he was inappropriate with her on campus, fondling her and stuff like that in a classroom. The other teacher that was a woman sexually assaulting a student. He was actually 17, turning 18, and continued to have sex with the teacher when he turned 18. So legally, he was an adult, and they still are pressing charges against her for what she did to him when he was 17. Even
That's
though
crazy.
he was an adult afterwards. Why are y'all messing with people's kids? The hell is wrong with y'all messing with people's kids? Because the shit is nasty as hell.
These teachers going to school and getting turned on because they ain't got nobody at home.
That is
they ain't
nasty.
got no life outside of school.
That is not your job. Like, at this point, first of all, I don't even know that I'm going to have children, but if I do, I'm thinking about homeschooling my kids. Well, I don't know. I need to get a private teacher because that kids will drive me fucking crazy off the goddamn wall. I can't have that, baby. But it's like, it just seems like keeping them if you keep them home, you keep them safe. That's the only way to keep them safe.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So That's what's trending on in the news. You said you wanted to mention something else about Florida.
Well, yeah,
don't talk too poorly about my state, because like that's still home for me. It's just
Florida also got the whole Stop Woke Act going on right now. You know, signed into effect.
Rich Mo is a hater.
You know,
I know that's weird.
You know how they having a whole Stop Woke Act. He's claiming that it's
what does that even mean?
He's saying that he doesn't want people to be. That's in Florida right now. He doesn't want people to be learning about their Black histories and the indigenous people anymore. Saying that's messing up the students and messing up the families that are coming up.
So basically, you don't want people to know the truth that we invented everything.
No.
That the reason why like the society and the economy is popping is because of Black people. And if you want proof of that, look at our athletes, baby. Everybody watches sports. You watch football. You watch basketball. I still say that that's modern day slaves, but guess what? They boost the revenue in the cities. The college teams boost the revenues in the cities, in these states, in the country. So to me, it's like, you don't want us to speak on stuff. You don't want people to be woke about shit because you're afraid that once we come together and once we all like,
it will stop your race from being so superior. That's not superior anymore.
And your race is already not starting to be superior anymore, and that's already a problem. You fucking hate.
You're hanging on by a little string.
And a little string. It ain't even thong, baby. It's not even a G string, baby. Little baby thread.
Like for real. Like as we move into the new future, you're most definitely going to see a lot more Black faces, a lot more people doing their thing and taking over economically. You know, we're speaking that into existence already.
Oh yeah, and that's what's about to happen. I mean, obviously, I feel like we're about to go into another recession because of the war and just being involved in other people's business. America can't seem to mind their own. But hey, I feel like it happens one time every century. Like it's something every few decades. You know, we have some type of war, some bullshit that we get involve ourselves in or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. Fuck you, Brittany Griner, for getting us in some shit because you couldn't keep your drugs to yourself. I'm sorry, my bad. I meant to think that. I didn't mean to say that. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You was silly as hell.
Yes. So on that note, I wanted to end the show with actually doing a what did I call it what did I call last night?
What?
We were doing the Black Facts and Black is Whack.
Oh yeah.
So I'm about to start
the wall of shame.
Oh, wall of shame. Yes, the wall of shame. So what I'm about to start doing is putting some of y'all businesses on blast. We gonna highlight the good with the blackest facts and stuff, but we gonna also let you know about the bullshit with the wall of shame.
Ooh, girl, we gonna start with the girls that did my eyebrows.
Oh wait, what
eyelashes?
Oh, yeah. So wait, do we got time? I don't think we got time for that story right now. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna come back to this next show. Do not book with Lashes of Atlanta. They done changed their name about 4 or 5 times. They delete reviews and they do a terrible fucking job. They run specials to keep the business they run specials to keep the business thriving and stuff like that, but they are fucking scammers. I went to the Marietta location. I showed her a photo of like exactly what I wanted. Literally, I was looking like a bald baby bird by the 3rd day, sweetheart. My lashes was fucking falling the fuck out, and it was just a terrible experience. I told the girl what I wanted. The princess that they had in there at the time, she was doing a really, really great job. The owner kept coming in there like a fucking hawk, just hawking over this girl, telling her, oh, do this, this, and this. When I looked at the final results, it told her that it wasn't what I wanted. But here's the catch about that is the other girl was doing... There was another young lady that when I was getting them done, like your eyes have to be closed obviously at the time, so I didn't see what she looked like. But she came in and I could hear the footsteps, and then I heard Godzilla come in, which was the owner. And basically she was just like, oh, I'm finna go. So she's like, oh, you have a client already. Now, mind you, when I got there, I was on time for my appointment. I was actually early. And I still had a 35-minute wait when there was nobody. So, that's not so good. So the other girl comes into the room like, I'm finna go or whatever. She's like, the girl that's doing my lashes is like, oh, don't you have a client in there? She's like, yeah. And basically, like, because she was leaving for whatever reason, obviously I think it has something to do with the owner, but because she was leaving, the girl that was doing my lashes had to hurry up and finish what she was doing with me. I wasn't satisfied with it. Now, mind you, the owner wasn't doing shit but hawking and supervising, taking people's money, thieving and grieving.
Thieving and grieving.
Yes, sir. Thieving and grieving, because she about to cry about this lawsuit, ho. So anyway, and basically when I was done, I was like, this is not what I'd asked for. She's like, and tried to convince me, no, this is what you asked for. You showed me the picture. I said, this does not look like the photo, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't even look close to it. She's like, well, come back and see us in about 2 weeks to get your fill-in. And she's like, we'll go ahead and touch you up then. It should last you 2 weeks, bitch. It didn't even last me fucking 2 days. You a fake ass bitch. I went on the reviews, on the Facebook reviews and stuff, Lash Life Atlanta. Come to find out that this woman holds classes she doesn't even show up for that are virtual. She's been taking people out of their money. People pay minimally $500 for a class to not only have a teacher and for her not to show up to the location. You know, the people that were doing the lash techs and stuff that she had like she rushes them. Basically, she's just very, very unprofessional. It's her and her fucking mama.
Yeah, shout their names out again.
I'm gonna get their actual names, but the business is Lash Life of Atlanta. Locations are in Marietta, Buckhead, off of Roswell. I went to the Marietta location, and I'm going to tell you, I definitely support black, but I will not shop black with you.
Period.
I won't shop back. I won't shop black with you.
Period.
Ever again. The reviews were absolutely terrible on there. I went and wrote one of my own. They also noted that they were deleting views and stuff on there. Not views, but reviews and stuff on there. And guess what, bitch? I screenshotted everything. Guess what? I come with receipts. And on that note, I'm going to come back next time with your name and my other bad story or whatever. But let's just know I summed that up very, very quickly because you did a very terrible, terrible job. You're a fucking fraud. Lash Life of Atlanta, do not book with them. Do not book any of their specials. And the owner, I'm going to go ahead and get your name because I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to bless you the next show because you're going to stop thieving from people. And on that note, that ends Film TV with Black Ink Radio. It's your girl, Carly Cole, in the motherfucking building with my co-host,
J. Brown.
Shout out to our boy, Rich Mo. Black Ink. And y'all know we are fucking out. Peace and love. See you next time.
You are now tuned in
Stay black.
to Black Ink Radio.